Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another video today. I want to do something a little bit different. Now, I don't want to offend anyone, so if I offended anyone, I apologise and all that. But yeah, I mean, where can I start? How can I start? Well, basically, right, my whole family are all like Christians and all of that, and I get to the point sometimes I doubt certain religions, right? Not doubt them, but more like rethink them in my head. How life actually all began from the start. If God does exist. And if God does exist, who is he? What he is? What does he do? Does the things he actually do actually really help in life? Why was religion basically built on the ground that we have now? We have multiple religions, and it kind of gets to the point. I've read a little bit of the Bible. I'm always reading about religion being the false prophet, the prophecy and all that. And because I was reading something on Wikipedia. Hang on, where's my bloody mouse? Ah, there's my mouse. Right, and I think to myself, okay. So a noble God, right? If he's all powerful, all creative, created this planet Earth and blah 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 and all that, then it's got to be going back roughly, I'd say, 2,000 years. I don't know how long man's been on this earth for, but roughly around about 2,000 years, I suppose. It'd be even longer than that. I mean, Christ came around about 2,000 years, and then you had the dinosaurs which got extinct and all that kind of shit. But it makes me wonder what kind of a sort of a person, what kind of a God feels it's alright to actually kill people, and not just kill people, kill innocent children, to the point where, I mean, I see it all the time, in the African countries, like Ethiopia for instance. Now my mum brought this up earlier, and if you think about it, they end up not having any food. They run out of food and all that, or they get all these horrible diseases, and I don't know, it kind of makes you rethink what the hell's going on with countries. In our own country, I think it's not down to their country or the religion itself. It's about our country as whole, every country, or our planet, I should say. No. Now we've got enough food to go around in our country and other countries. But the thing is, why is it we're keeping all this food ourselves and we're not helping, or we're not giving medicine to other countries, especially the ones that it mostly needs it? I think about people who comes into the country, the migrants and all that. I don't like calling them immigrants. I like calling them migrants because I suppose in a way that's more of a less insensitive word to call them. More, I mean, less racist. Well, racist, less of it. But I don't know how you guys and girls would portray religion. I mean, the ones who are actually religious and all that. I'm kind of semi-religious. I say semi-religious. I'm not fully 100% like connected to like prophecies and bloody false religions and non-religions or religions and all that. I'm just myself. I like thinking outside the box. I'm more of like a curator.
We got friends from all over.
Yeah, we've got friends from all over the country, and I respect all their religions. I respect everyone as a whole, and it makes me wonder to the point like, why was religion actually created in the first place? I mean, we have like these other people in other countries are saying like with the ISIS group, for instance, they're doing it basically saying that they're doing it for their religion.
What they believe in.
What they believe in. They believe in actually going around killing people, literally killing people, and then chopping their heads off.
There must have been something that started it.
Yeah, but there's got to be some. Yeah, like my mum said, there's got to be something that is not really telling us. There's got to be something. I mean, okay, apparently Christ, even though he got crucified on the cross. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me quote that. Jesus Christ. He got crucified apparently to save our sins. But yet, there is sinners now. Every person on the planet has probably got sins now, like doing something they shouldn't be doing, like adultery, or someone is committing murder, right? So basically, you're saying, right, well, people are saying, or the religion's saying, right, that Christ tried to save our sins by crucifying himself, right? But what a stupid thing to do. Because now what you've done now, right, all the sinners, right, ones who've done something seriously wrong in life, right, is you've just gone and messed it up, the whole religion type thing. Because, okay, so God, or Jesus, God is the Father. I suppose he's the father of Christ. Actually, no, in a way, it's supposed to be Joseph, wasn't it? He got Mary was the mother. She gave birth to the special baby, to Jesus, at Bethlehem, as the story goes. They write it all in these Bibles and all this, the story to it. But who originally came up with it? I mean, was it, say, from the words of God? I mean, how do we all know the words? I mean, okay, we're supposed to know, right? We're supposed to actually believe in that. But how can you believe in something that the prophecy, maybe there's a false prophet in it somewhere, something that's not been telling us in the Bible? I mean, there was with Adam and Eve, for instance, at the start, right? You got Adam and Eve, and then apparently she ate from the apple, the actual apple, or is it the golden apple, whatever it is, and apparently
where did they come from?
But then they got abandoned by God. God told them to get out of what's that called? The Garden of Eden, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. The Garden of Eden.
Well, where were they born?
Yeah, but the thing is, like my mum was like saying as well, like, okay, so if we're here, all of us, we were created, all of us individually, like, and all that, by Adam and Eve, or this one, and basically pulled out his rib and all that. It makes me wonder, okay, so he pulls his rib out, and then Eve appeared. And then suddenly they put Adam and Eve together, they have a little baby and all that kind of stuff. But how did Adam get created? How did Eve get created? And all that. Actually, Eve got created from Adam's rib, if I'm not mistaken, Ron. But don't justify my words at all, because I don't know, I'm talking bullshit, but...
Where was God created?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, who created God? But then again, I hear a lot of people say God is not in time, and he's not out of time, he's just like... I think he's just outside the box, outside the universe or something.
We have to cover him somewhere.
So, yeah, so basically who created him? And then if whoever created him, who created his creator? I mean, okay, if he's the creator, God's the creator. I don't know if you guys and girls have watched the Matrix movies, but in the Matrix movie you had that guy, the television guy, the creator or something, when he created the Matrix and all of that, and then you had that the Oracle and all of that. I mean, that is a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, guys and girls, that's got some like religious stuff in it as well. I like watching stuff like that. But there's one film I wanted to watch, but this is not taking on the subject of this one. This is a different whole film. I want to get Lawrence of Arabia on Blu-ray soon, because that is a classic. I think Olivier or something, I think his name. No, something Olivier.
Oh, do you remember that Bible shop we went into?
Oh, yes.
I was thinking about so many questions. He want to get rid of you, didn't he?
Capture card, hang on. Yeah, no, well, I go into my thing this, right? People just, like, when I go into religious shops and I look at the Bibles and the books and all that, and I'm trying to decipher who the creator is and who created the creator, and so on and so on. But none of them none of these guys or girls who are into their religion and all that cannot like justify it. They cannot come up with any solution at all. Who created God, and God created him, and he who created that, and so on and so on. I mean, in a way,
they say goodbye to you, don't they?
No.
And you say, oh, well, they said we're just closing. And then you say, oh, I'll come in next week then, shall I?
No.
They're thinking, oh my God, we want you in.
But I find like, okay, so if I, and in a way, I watch this, I was watching the election debate yesterday with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Now, it really makes me laugh a little bit, right? And I don't quote me on anything. I just watch it, and some of it I don't watch. I don't really like listening to some of the politics in America, but some of the stuff in there comes up. And then Donald Trump about abortions, and he's trying to say, oh, why should a woman have abortion in the 9th month?
That's murder.
Yeah, that's technically murder anyway. I agree with him on that. Technically, it is murder. I mean, why would you... Okay, if you're a woman who's giving birth to a child... Actually, if it's a fetus... Even if it's a fetus, right, it's still a living thing. Why would a woman want to desecrate her body and literally pour that life out and kill it? I mean, even though it's a fetus, right... Before, even if it's not like a baby and it's still a fetus, it's still a human to be. It's a to be human, and.
But Hillary seems to think it's okay.
Yeah. Well, Hillary thinks it's okay, and well, no, she doesn't think it's that okay as well. I mean, she was on a little bit on the fence about it, but then again, she's standing up for women's rights as well and all that, and she wants them what's best for the women and all that. But then she's on the fence about it, whether to go for it or not. I mean, they're both at each other's throats. And it makes me wonder, right? Now, going back into the religious topic. I think, right, I don't know what you guys and girls think, right? I watched loads of videos about the Illuminati, which are like, now, you're going to be laughing, right? Now, the Illuminati is all about like different groups to do with the New World Order and all this kind of shit. Now, I watch InfoWars a lot, Nah, people say, oh, you shouldn't be watching that. This guy is all like saying bullshit and bull crap. And also that other guy as well, David Icke. Nah, I love the two guys. I love the two guys. I watch them all the time. And to be honest, if you think about it, with all the stuff Hillary came out with yesterday in the election debate number 3, the final debate, I think if religion is based, right, to do with the Bible and everything's quoted in the Bible and all that, some of it's got to be coming into it, circling around in our country and other countries and all that. Now, if you, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. If you look at Hillary Clinton, for instance, all the wars that she's created, right, she's admitted to. She's admitted that basically she's working with terrorists to get rid of more terrorists and all that. So basically all this to do with the ISIS, trying to get rid of the ISIS and teaming up with the other country, the rebels and all that kind of stuff, right? And then they say that Hillary is like the devil incarnated. So if she's the devil incarnated, surely she's like the false prophet of religion, the false prophet of in religion in the Bible, as it quotes in the religion.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, okay, no, she seems nice, but that's the thing. With false prophecies, they are nice. They want you to hear what the actual the prophecy is actually saying. So basically, she's basically using the names, right, as a sort of a gift, right? Her gift to her, she wants a gift, and the gift is to get into the White House, right? Soon as she gets into the White House, that's like pretty much her going to the Holy Grail of the blood of Christ, and drinking the blood of Christ.
I always say, thank you very much.
Now, hang on. Let me get to the point. Alright. Now, with Jesus Christ, you drink from the cup of Christ, and you're drinking the holy blood and the blood of Christ, and then you get all this kind of like haziness and daziness and all that. Now, in in the election debate 2, right, Donald Trump was onto something. She looked like, she to be honest, she looked like, okay, he was saying that she was like on drugs or something, or looked like she was, because round about the end she was like a bit giddy and all this kind of stuff. Now, it's not about the drugs, it's not a thing about drugs and all that. I think, in a way, it could be something to do with her chanting stuff. Like, she could be doing she could be in a trance or something. And as it quotes on the Bible, the traits of false prophets, the prophets in sheep's clothing. You've heard that old saying, wolves in sheep's clothing. Now basically, how they do it, how they get the sheep, is they dress themselves up like the sheep, right? So the wolves actually dress themselves up in sheep's clothing, so they can pretend they're sheep, so they can get the actual sheep and actually kill them and slaughter them. Now on here it says, in religion, a false prophet is one who falsely claims, so that means falsely claims, so pretends to be someone they're not. Claims the gift of prophecy or the divine inspiration. So the divine inspiration. So she's getting her inspiration, right? She's getting the people, right? She's inspiring people, right?
She runs Donald down.
Yeah, she runs Donald Trump down.
Now what happens if she gets there? She gets took bad. Isn't it Bill Clinton who got thrown out last time? Is it him who's going to take over?
So yeah, okay. So
and then he's going to be
no,
back.
no. I'm trying to get to the point. You keep butting in a minute. So when I'm doing this.
Sorry, I said it.
Yeah, well, no. So what I'm doing, right? So the divine inspiration, right? She's trying to inspire you guys and girls out there, the Americans, to vote for her. Now she'll say anything to get in, even though Donald will do the same, right? But the false negative stuff, right? I think that she's been doing something or trying to get people to set him up, set Donald Trump up. Now with these women and all that yesterday, it's strange. I was watching this one woman who claimed that he actually was doing stuff to her and all that kind of stuff. But what I don't get is if you're like on the TV, you wouldn't need to look at something like to books. Like you wouldn't need to read the stuff that you've written down. You wouldn't write it down because you would have it in there, that image in your head that basically is non-avoidable. I mean, okay, so say you've been molested and all that, or something happened to you, right? To the point, would you write it down, or would you have it in your head, or this like stuff? I mean, I was watching on the news yesterday, right? And I think, to be honest, I think that Hillary or someone Hillary's Clinton's been doing, right, has been talking to someone to set Donald Trump up and then getting all these, because it's strange. The time now it's nearly come up to the end of the election, so someone's going to get in, right?
Why wait it up 10 or 30 years
so why
later?
bring it 10, 13 years later, right? Why didn't you do it in the first place, like straight away? If he'd done something, touched the person up, if he'd touched a woman up, that's absolutely disgraceful. I don't know any bloke to go around touch a woman up in any way or talk about any women in disgusting ways, because that's not my fucking forte. I think it's absolutely any bloke who starts chatting, telling what he's doing to women or touching women up and all that, or if he's doing sexually assaulting her and all that, that's absolutely disgusting.
Why not?
And he should be put to prison.
Why not put him on
But
a lie
and actually, like he said you could put him on a lie detector test. Okay, you could say yeah, the lie detector test is not 100%. Because apparently it's only like, was it 85% or 89% accurate? So, and then you can't pretending because sometimes the baddies get away with it by pretending they're telling the truth, but they get away with it.
Jeremy Clark.
Yeah, but the thing is, they even say about it being like the way it is. Anyway, so I'm thinking whether she is the false prophet, the false prophecy. Oh, Hillary Clinton. Is she the false prophet? And if she is she turning all the sheep, which is you guys and girls who are voting for her, right? Is she hidden amongst you guys and girls out there to try and get you to do her bidding for her? So basically, all the lambs, sheeps, and she's the actual wolf in the sheep's clothing. She's trying to get into your head so you would vote for her, right? Even, okay, Donald Trump is not the same as well. He's not that good either because he's in a racist thing. I don't like anyone who's racist. But the thing is, it's also the lesser of two evils. You've got Donald Trump who's racist, but you've got her who's trying to get your your votes. And also she's had stuff in the past where she's basically started wars and that. And basically she gets other countries to give her money so she can get rid of other countries out the way. So do you think that's kind of fair and all of that? And
that Bill back in the
and thing is, I was hoping for Donald Trump to bring up about Bill Clinton when he had his affair at the time and all that. I mean, that's been over 13, 14, 15 years. Probably actually longer than that, actually.
I see she's in.
Way longer. Because you had, George Bush. But to be honest, the Clintons, the Bushes, the Obamas, they're all in together. You do realise that. And as they're all in together, it only makes me think whether they are trying all to set Donald Trump up. And I want to hear from you guys and girls out there what you think, right? Do you think that he's being set up, and will they come clean? And will actually Hillary come clean about the actual 30,000 emails that had been deleted, right? Why did she delete those messages, those emails? Was it because of all the money that she had on there, of all the claims from other countries that she'd been starting these wars as well and taking money and getting the guns? And actually, she was giving guns, right? She was giving guns to other countries, right, to start these wars. So basically, she's getting guns to terrorists to actually fight against the Americans and all that. So they're fighting, so they're giving them to fight all the things. And basically the soldiers are literally putting their lives at risk, all because of Hillary Clinton and all the Clintons at the house. All that money, where's all that money, what they've got? Where is it going to? She's got fucking billions, probably $5 million or $trillion or something.
And why should Obama and his wife on 2 separate days, like, run Donald down? Them two, like, they should be...
Yeah, because basically, I mean, to be honest, like, Obama, he shouldn't be actually getting involved in the first place. He was taking the piss the day after the second election because of the stuff he was coming out with. Okay, you may laugh too, but he is supposed to be stepping down to bring out the new one. Now they shouldn't be taking the piss out. Okay, he takes Donald Trump takes the piss out of her and all that, but because his is based on facts, hers, she's probably looking on Wikipedia trying to find up any information, any stuff about Donald Trump, or trying to set him up. And I think it's absolutely disgusting. And if she's been lying about those emails and those 30,000 emails come true, or if anyone's out there who's actually trying to hack their emails and all that to try and find out what's on those emails, right? Then if she's done something wrong, she should actually pay for it. She should go to prison, because what I think she is the Antichrist here, the Antichrist of prophecies, the one who's changing all the religion and all that. No, she says she wants to keep all the religion, but what happens if she gets in? Do you think she'll keep the religion and all that? Do you think she's going to keep all the people? She even said that, like, a while going back, she said she wanted to build a wall, a border, right? So technically she agreed with Donald Trump at the time. So why she agreed with him about the border to keep all the immigrants out, or the Mexicans out? I mean, it's both one or the other is lying, or both are lying, or Donald Trump is telling the truth and she's lying because she's trying to make herself so that you guys and girls actually vote for her. So yeah, it's like the double-edged sword, I call it.
And why should Obama,
double standards,
when he comes to the EU, to our country, why should he stand?
And the thing is, right? Oh, the chokers are there. And the thing is, right? Donald Trump has got a point. If you've got people coming into the country, right? See, they're passing me the cough over now.
I know, terrible, isn't it?
Right, yeah, so basically, if Donald Trump, right, the thing is, in a way, Donald Trump has got a point. If you're bringing loads of people in, 25,000, 125,000, 200,000, 500,000 people into the country, right, and they're not having checks, right, you could be bringing anyone into the country. It's not a racist thing. They should have checks. They should have background checks on them, where they're from, who they are, what they're doing there, why they actually come to that country in the first place. Can they actually afford to actually work? How they're gonna get, how they're gonna work, and what they're gonna do, and all this kind of stuff. So, my suggestion is, do you think that people should be let into? Do you think everybody should be let into the country? I don't think so. It's not a racist thing, right? Because it's not racist for me. But it might be for Donald, it might be for some other ones, but I don't think... I think Donald is trying to think of a way to wonder what the hell's going on. Because you hear about the tax and all that all the time with the explosions. There was one, what's it called? That explosion when they had that... what's that called? I don't know if you know the wrestler, that John Cena. He's from Massachusetts, where they had that bomb go off. I think it was last year before something. And there was an explosion. There was some kids that got injured due to the explosion. I think it was like a bomb that went off inside of a dustbin. Now, this was to do with a marathon, wasn't it? It was they were in a marathon. A lot of people running. Suddenly, there was an explosion. And it injured, I don't know how many, but a lot of people got injured, and I don't know how many people got killed or anything. But you think I think to myself, right, if you can get into the country and you can blow people up like that, what's stopping people getting, walking in, not knowing who they are, them going to a store and that shop and buying a bomb and all that and blowing people up and injuring and killing millions? I think it's disgrace. I think the country needs, all countries need to be locked down. Even UK need to have borders to the point where you want to say...
All countries.
Yeah, all countries need borders, and they need to be border checked as well. Because, okay, you don't know who the hell you're bringing in. It could be a terrorist. It could be like Osama bin Laden. I know he's dead and all that, but this is just an example. And... it's like a friend of mine was saying the other day, like people come to the country and they got these these women with wearing burqas and all that. We understand, we get the religion in other countries, right? We understand the other country's side of it.
It's their religion.
Because it's their religion. We understand it in their country and we go by their rules in their country.
If we went to their country.
But if we went to their country, we would have to go by their rules. Now, why don't they actually do the same for our country? I know it's like a freedom and all that kind of stuff in our country. And like my friend was saying the other day, a friend of mine on the internet, on Xbox I play a lot with, he was saying, what about these people who go around with the burqas on their heads? You don't know who they are, even though it's part of their religion, right? Can we trust that person under that burqa? Or under that mask and all that.
It could be one of our own people.
It could be one of our own people. It could be...
one of our people dressing up.
Yeah, it could be one of our people just dressed up. Or it could be a terrorist under there with loads of explosions and bombs ready to blow at people up. They can get in the country easily.